Maniacs, we're not wasting any time jumping into this. This is a new Sam and Colby video. Apparently, they took a stranger off the streets and they took her to a location to do an investigation to see if they can maybe even raise her belief. So let's go ahead and dive into the video. You guys know my opinion on Sam and Colby. I used to really love these guys' content, and I still do at an entertainment value, but for the most part, I'm not really taking them too seriously as paranormal investigators anymore, more of just entertaining content creators. So if you like that, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, get this video over 500 likes, and I'll continue doing Sam and Colby reactions. Now, if you're not a fan of that, you can always skip the video. It is completely understandable. I won't hold it against you. More than likely, I'll even annoy some of the Sam and Colby watchers because I will probably critique and I probably will do the constructive criticism like I normally do. But I'm going to try to lay off that as much. I will just try to watch these videos for entertainment purposes only and still have fun like I always have. So again, if you're not a fan of this stuff, skip the video. You're okay. I understand. If you like this type of stuff, hit the like button. All right, let's go ahead and dive into this because this is an hour and 20 minutes long.
What's up, guys? It's Sam and Colby.
Today, we want to prove that paranormal experiences can happen to anyone.
Okay.
So we decided to invite a random stranger to come investigate this haunted infirmary.
A week ago, we went to a college campus to ask people if they'd want to go to a haunted house.
You wouldn't want to go to a haunted house and see a ghost?
No, probably not.
I do not.
Well, they don't exist.
Someone said yes.
I do believe in ghosts.
Like scale to 1 to 10?
Probably like a 9.
Yeah, would you want to see a ghost?
No.
No,
Do
again.
you believe in ghosts?
I do, actually.
Really? Scale from 1 to 10.
A 6.5, 7.
6.5, 7?
Yeah.
Is that because you had something happen to you?
No, I just think it's fun to believe in ghosts.
So you'd be convinced if you saw a really cool ghost video?
Is that what we're doing?
No.
Honestly, it is pretty fun. Like, regardless if you believe it or not. I mean, just to have the kind of the believability out there. Like, you just want to believe because you simply want to. You want there to be actual proof, which is kind of where I'm at, and I think a lot of other people are at right now, is just they don't necessarily don't believe, but they believe in liars and con artists and scammers and whatnot, and that kind of makes it more difficult to actually want to believe in most of this stuff, at least on the internet. But I think a lot of us do believe. Like, we really are holding out hope that there is something else out there. It just sometimes it's a little bit difficult to.
Have you ever been to a house that you think might be haunted?
I haven't.
Would you be down to try to do that?
Yep.
I would be, actually.
You would be?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'm so down.
Yeah? Sick. What was your name again?
Brooke.
All right, we made it, guys. We also have Amanda, a medium here as well. 1 week ago, we came up to you and said, hey, do you...
That must be like probably one of the most awkward drives. I'm not saying like that as like Sam and Colby are not easy to talk to. It's just you're a complete stranger in a vehicle with a bunch of other strangers. I just don't see it being that comforting, honestly. Like, if it was like a group of friends, then yeah. But like to be in a group of just complete strangers would be something else. But they kind of been wanting to do this. I think Sam and Colby been wanting to kind of bring in like just random people just to kind of fly them out and just do investigations with, which isn't a bad idea. It's probably fun for the people who get to be a part of it.
You believe in ghosts, and now we're here.
I think when you came up to me, I said a 6 or 7 because I definitely believe in spirits, but I've never had a paranormal experience myself yet.
Okay.
Maybe that's why I'm not at a 10.
You would like to be?
I would be down to be. I didn't come all the way to Ohio for nothing.
Yeah, true.
No pressure to the ghost, I guess.
Our main question is, why did you say yes to us?
But then Amanda told us she had an encounter this morning. All right, let's hear it. As a medium, she can see and connect with the spiritual world. Questionably, in my personal opinion. You know me. You know my personal opinion about Amanda. I don't have anything against her. I just don't know if I really trust in her abilities. Most of my reasons are in previous reactions, so if you want to go back and watch videos where I react to Sam and Colby videos with Amanda in it, you will see kind of genuinely why I just have a hard time believing in it.
In the hotel we were in today, kept seeing a figure. It was about 6 foot tall, just a shadow. And I would see it by the elevators 10, 20 feet ahead of me. And by the time I got there and was passing him, he was gone. And I just, all week, have had a feeling that this was going to be a crazy investigation.
Oh, God, no!
He's he's from somewhere we're going.
He's from somewhere we're
We're
going.
gonna see him.
I do.
How does that make you feel, Brooke?
Honestly, I hope we see him.
What?
Why? Because how crazy would that be?
What's crazy?
I mean, isn't that kind of the point? Isn't that kind of the point? I mean, obviously they're joking, but like, we're going to see ghosts, aren't we? Isn't that the point of doing one of these? We're trying to find out.
This is right after we talked to Amanda about this shadow figure. We went and read the brief of research about this Fairfield Infirmary where we're about to go. It is said that in the attic, the most tortured area, what they call is the dungeon, there is a shadow figure, a 7-foot tall dude that lurks around there. And we had no idea. I mean, it's been 3 years since we've gone. We did not know that that was happening, especially Amanda has never been to this infirmary before.
Well, we weren't even supposed to go to this hospital.
Guys, we were originally supposed to go to a place in West Virginia, but the entire city shut down because of a storm. So we did not even know we were doing this video until a couple hours ago.
And the fact that you're seeing this shadow man.
It's almost like whatever that entity is knew we were coming.
You see, that's why I have a hard time trusting in that. This is kind of a reoccurring thing with Amanda, where they will be kind of discussing something like that. She will say that she saw a figure, and then she will start saying that whoever this was came from the building we're going to. And, of course, if you did your research on the location, like Sam and Colby apparently did, they figured out that there actually was a 7-foot tall figure in the building. How do you not find that suspicious? In the slightest. I understand Amanda's a friend. But how do you not find that to be a little odd? That she, of course, saw something, and then you did your research, and then you figured out that there was a 7-foot figure. Even if, like, you were friends or not. It's like, how do you not find that a little suspicious? And the fact that, you know, they keep bringing her on here, I mean, goes to show that they don't really watch any of the videos that have been made about Amanda. And if they do, they must let it go right by their heads. I just assume because their friendship is more powerful than you know, people pointing out obvious fakery and obvious bullshit. Truly, I honestly didn't even expect her to be in this video.
We are 1 minute away.
Screaming!
How are we feeling now?
We're a bit nervous now, but it's okay.
Oh, have things changed?
A little bit.
I'm kind of nervous, man. This place is messed up, especially the morgue.
Oh, here we
This
go.
is it, right?
That's it, right there.
Right here?
There's somebody on the top stairs.
Wait, what do you mean?
I mean, that there's a spirit on the top of the stairs.
Oh my god.
A spirit already?
Yeah, it's that tall man.
Wait, what do you mean?
I swear. Yeah, the shadow figure.
The shadow figure?
No, already.
You said at the top of the
At
stairs?
the top of the stairs. I was feeling really good until 30 seconds ago.
Oh, no.
Really? That's the attic where they literally
You're
have
kidding.
the 6 or 7 foot tall shadow figure. Tonight, we're going to be investigating with a stranger at Fairfield Infirmary, where I was shackled to a wall for my first ever alone investigation. Built in 1828.
Oh, wait. So they have been here for, I thought it looked familiar, and that the upstairs looked very familiar. I remember this episode, Fairfield Infirmary. Okay, so they said they were completely unaware about the 7-foot tall figure that's supposed to be up in the attic. Can't believe that was 2 years ago. 3 years ago, actually.
For my first ever alone investigation. Built in 1828, the Fairfield Infirmary was a place to hold anyone in Lancaster, Ohio who was considered an outcast or a misfit.
So we would go there.
Throughout 150 years, it served as a hospital, an orphanage, a nursing home, and an asylum. Basically, if you needed help but you couldn't afford it, you're probably going to be sent to this dark facility.
The abuse and violence was what made this place so dark. I mean, the residents were literally called inmates. The infirmary had extremely strict rules, and these inmates would be sent to a place called the dungeon if they weren't abiding by them. It's time.
It is
Yep.
time.
Worst mistake of your life.
I know.
Fairfield County Infirmary. Doesn't look menacing
The
at all.
railings are so freaking cold, dude.
Bro.
Are you guys ready?
I'm on the edge of my seat. Show me some ghosts, guys.
Come on.
It's time.
Thank you.
After you. So hey, there's the first ghost.
I'm Christopher Lee Jansen, and I'm the house psychic here. I do readings for our public events and spend a lot of time getting to know this building.
Do you ever see or get visions of, I don't know, a shadow figure up on the top floor?
Yeah, sometimes.
Interesting.
Could you describe maybe what it looks like or its height?
If you go up the stairs to the 4th floor, standing in the stairwell, this to
Wait, before he explains it, I want to say what's probably going to happen here. So he's going to say it's probably about 6 feet, 7 foot, and they're all going to look at each other and freak out, right? But again, this guy works here. So I'm assuming he already knows the stories anyways.
me is something that always manifests off to the left, to the long side of the hallway. Sometimes it's in the middle of the floor. and just very present. And other times to me, it's like it's hiding behind the pillars and doesn't quite know what it wants to do. I almost feel like it's watching, or maybe even waiting.
Oh, God.
Nothing ominous there, right?
So, Brooke, this is all of our ghosts.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is the most basic ghost hunting equipment ever. You might have even seen this
I
before.
have. Yeah, when I went to a medium, she had this out.
Would you like to hold one?
I mean, sure.
If it goes off, scream.
Okay.
And run.
How to, right? How to make a ghost hunting video 2025. If that goes off, scream. And run, just run.
Please, here we go.
God.
Have you ever been to
That was perfect.
Nothing
building?
like this ever.
Nothing?
No.
Oh, God.
This infirmary is literally 200 years old. There was
Yeah.
a very abusive superintendent that worked here as well that would torture these people. It's a very, very horrible place.
A lot of trauma.
It feels weird to be back.
Are you guys getting flashbacks? Like, do you remember it well?
Yes.
As the night continued, Amanda saw more and more spirits.
Okay.
Already?
I could not tell if it was a boy or a girl. I could only tell by the height that it was a child. It just like zipped around that corner.
There was a little girl named Susie
I
here.
couldn't even tell if it was a boy or a girl.
Really?
Yeah, it was just out of the corner of my eye.
But this actually used to be an orphanage. There was so much mistreatment that most of the kids.
Now, be honest, I have had experiences like this myself, where I think in like a dark hallway or a dark room, out of the corner of my eye, I would see something, run. It's happened to me thousands of times. I truthfully, when I was younger, used to think I was seeing ghosts. The older I got, the more I started realizing, no, it wasn't. It was my eyes playing tricks on me. It even gets me paranoid sometimes, but I know there's nothing there. It's just one of those things that happens. Hell, my hair could move past my eye, and I would think that someone could be running on the side of me. It's as simple as that.
Kids didn't even make it past their 10th birthdays.
Like, look in this room.
What is this room?
I have no idea. It looks like a seance.
Is this turned up? Yeah.
Toys though. Oh, this child just walked around that corner. I'm sorry. It's like
Wait, actually? Oh my God. We got wheelchairs, dolls, boarded up things.
What is that?
What is that? Gurney?
You don't want to lie on it? That's good.
Oh wait. Oh my God. Imagine if these were the kids you're seeing.
Are you gonna lay on the
yeah, I lost nose goes. It's the rules.
Wow. Walk in with the first 5 minutes, already making her like lay on creepy old things. I swear you won't get diseases.
Oh my God. Wait, that does not look. Is this gonna collapse? Maybe we save it for the real morgue in the basement.
Wait, what?
I forgot about that.
There's a morgue in the basement, and there's, what are these called, a gurney?
I think it was an autopsy table.
Autopsy table. There's a real one in the basement.
So now I lost nose goes for an autopsy table, not a gurney.
Oh, I guess you're gonna have to make up for it later with the real one.
That's the best nose goes I've ever won.
Has that gone off yet?
No. Is it on at all? Did I turn it off?
It's completely off.
Oh, I thought it was broken for a second.
Wait, it is. It's completely.
It
completely
died.
Did it die?
Wait,
It
what
was
the
on
fuck?
like a second ago.
What? It was on. So what the fuck? I've never had an EMF die in my life.
Yeah, never.
Have you ever seen an EMF like dead?
No, and I was behind you. I saw it was on before I started chasing that little kid.
Yeah.
Let me go back and reread that.
I've never had an EMF die in my life.
Yeah, never.
Have you ever seen an EMF like dead?
No, and I was behind you. I saw it was on before I started chasing that little kid.
Yeah.
Oh my God! No! What? You just said the little kid and it turns back on out of nowhere. What the fuck? You guys just saw.
Okay, those things, by the way, are easy to set off. Whenever it does go off in these videos and they all start freaking out, I'm very, like, calm about it because it's not that difficult. If you shake those things well enough, it can make it go off. If you move fast enough, it can make it go off.
This was turned off.
Yeah.
Did you see him or her?
They're still here. I can just feel them. I think that he's here. He's just hiding from me. Like, I can't physically see him right now for some reason. Just went again.
Oh my God. Wait, that's so weird.
Breaking equipment and like spirits using like this equipment for energy and stuff is such a normal paranormal manifestation here too. It's crazy.
Let's go get another one of these and then let's go upstairs.
But that's also
It's
like-
worse and worse as we go.
Look, I can sit here and criticize all day. More than likely, you're going to hear more of it down the road of this video. I mean, this video came out like 2 weeks ago, I think. But the reality is, anything I'm going to criticize throughout this, I feel like I've criticized throughout most of their investigations already. So I can say whatever I want. You guys know how I feel. I'm not going to sit here and criticize every small thing because you just know where I lie on a lot of this equipment stuff and a lot of the malfunctions and so on and so forth. It's not nothing I freak out over. You know that? So let's go ahead and continue.
No pressure or anything. Do you remember what's on the second floor, dude?
No. Do you?
No. One way to find out.
Ow, God! Who put that there?
Stairs!
Oh, it's going off.
No way!
Wait, right as he crossed here. Whoa, that's going off so much.
To red.
Wait, now step over there just a second.
okay.
Wait, that's crazy.
No way.
Damn.
That is super weird.
Wait, can you go back to the
Are we
stairs?
sure we want to go back up here?
Yeah, I was gonna say, is that a sign?
Okay. They want us to go.
Did it stop a little bit?
Yeah, it's not really going off
So
anymore.
what was that?
That was weird.
It's the device.
Is there a trick?
It's like Winchester House.
Wait, that's super bizarre.
The layers of paint are such a trip to me. It used to be that color, I bet, when the patients were here, the green.
Oh yeah.
Probably a lot of stories between those paint jobs.
Dramatic ones. I remember this so well.
Dude, wait, we were on the second floor. This is floor 3.
Wait, what?
Isn't this... What was that? What was that?
Huh?
I just heard like an echo down that way. What the fuck? Am I going crazy?
I didn't hear that.
I didn't hear it either.
Should we go?
Wait, let me test that real quick. Stand right here. Do you hear an echo if I'm talking over here? Hello, 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 hello.
Not even a little bit.
What? That's so weird.
I mean, was it all the way down here?
Yeah, I heard like, I don't know, like a female voice over there.
Let's go investigate.
God.
Was it all the way down?
Hello.
Let's go back and listen to that again.
Wait, go down that way. Isn't this...
I remember this so well.
Dude, wait, we were on the second floor. This is floor 3.
Wait, what?
Isn't this... What was that? What was that?
Huh?
I just heard like an echo down that way.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Okay, so I think that could have been one of them talking. I actually am beginning to lean that was probably her talking or mumbling something, and Sam took it as an echo, and then nobody wanted to own up to it. That's kind of how I'm taking it. I could be wrong about that. Maybe I am wrong about that. I don't know.
Am I going crazy?
I didn't hear that.
I didn't hear it either.
Should we go?
Wait, let me test that real quick. Stand right here. Do you hear an echo if I'm talking over here? Hello, 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 hello.
Not even a little bit.
What? That's so weird.
I mean, was it all the way down here?
Yeah, I heard like, I don't know, like a female voice over there.
Let's go investigate.
God dang it, dude. Guys, also, it is freezing right now. So if you see us shivering or you see the camera going like this, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. You're warm because you're wearing Explore merch.
Wow, I actually am, and that's what's keeping me warm tonight. So go check it out.
So is everybody though, dude.
Is
Wondering why I was so warm.
everybody is wearing Explore merch? Oh my god, Amanda! Oh my god, currently fighting demons.
Go shopexplore.com, guys. I even got new shoes.
Oh my god, wait a second. Is that Explore shoes? That's insane.
I could barely tell.
Patient rooms?
I think so. At one point, they were able to hold up to 82 different patients.
That is going red again.
Oh my god.
Wait, right here?
I just looked inside here and
Wow! Wait, that's going off, and now not.
Now
it's like it
it's
wants us
quiet.
to follow.
Well, you know what I just remembered? That old Lady Jane burned on the 3rd floor somewhere, right? There's many spirits here all around the building, but one with a specifically horrible story is Jane Householder. She was an old woman who, on one cold winter night, tried to warm herself up by lighting a fire. Unfortunately, she had an accelerant on her clothes, and she was immediately engulfed in flames.
That's actually
the worst
heartbreaking.
part about this is she didn't die immediately. She was actually alive for 9 hours, experiencing horrible pain.
Oh, I think I remember the story actually. Yep. Yeah, it's actually heartbreaking.
And today, her spirit is known to be roaming around the entire building, wailing in agony. Imagine a grandma, midnight, screaming down the hallway you're doing the Estes method in.
I don't want to. Jane, if you can hear us, can you go up to this little green light?
Oh, Jane! Jane!
That's amazing.
Hey, she died on the 3rd floor?
Yeah,
Think
she
so?
burned on the 3rd floor. I'm going crazy already.
I don't like this anymore. Let's keep going.
Okay, I'm getting sick of these dolls, dude. Why do you look like you have a taken out of your eyes? Oh god.
This is the doll room,
What?
too.
Oh, this is disgusting.
Oh my
I
god.
don't like it. I don't like it.
This is where Susie's supposed to be, Amanda.
Oh, the little girl.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah, just going to red.
It is?
It's going on. See, every time we point it out, it goes back to green.
That's
but,
so weird.
Yeah, she popped off.
She popped off. That's what's up.
Are you feeling so? Are you okay?
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna throw up.
Really? Are you okay?
Yeah.
Should we take a break for a second?
No, I'm okay.
Okay.
We can step out.
That's so weird. I've never had that happen at a location with you guys. But I don't see anything in here, which just makes me more uncomfortable because obviously there is.
The little kid's hiding, maybe?
It seems like
all of them are. Like that little.
Oh, it's going. Oh, it went off.
Oh,
It's going off.
all of them are hiding. Wait. From what?
I wonder if it's from that thing outside.
You look like you're almost gonna cry, Amanda.
I'm like,
You okay?
yeah,
Do you wanna like step out?
no, I'm okay. I've just never felt like this in a location.
No way.
And then as soon as we left,
It was just that room. I feel like immediately
Not
better.
throwing up anymore?
No, like my mouth was watering.
On the third floor, there's a jail cell for problematic inmates, but nowadays that room causes investigators to
look at all them cigarettes. Holy shit! Oh, they got a Pikachu. Whoever this is got hooked up.
feel emotional, and there's many reports of people hearing the giant steel door slam on its own. Oh yeah, here it is.
This is it.
This jail?
It's a jail.
But isn't this whole thing a jail? Not to critique the system, but
Pretty much.
P.S.
Wants to go in jail?
I should probably go ahead and say I live in Ohio, so this might be a possible future investigation location someday, maybe. Who knows? Just depends. If anybody here wants to become a channel member, the more members we gain, the better chances we have of actually being able to do stuff like this in the future. So if you really want to help fuel those gas tanks, then consider becoming a member. It's like $1.99 a month. Up to you, of course. You don't have to, but maybe someday I can go here and maybe try to debunk the echoing. Maybe, possibly, we'll see. It just depends.
First.
Nose goes.
I actually tried this time.
She's like, I don't know about that. Well, think about that real quick. Yeah, this was a place that was supposed to theoretically help people, but they had to not only have a jail, but also a dungeon. Like, that's the type of cruelty that happened here. Actually, it was so cruel that the original superintendent, his name was Joseph Braden.
Yeah.
Joseph Braden got thrown out of this infirmary because of how cruel he treated
That
the
just switched
inmates.
to red. I'm sorry to interrupt.
You switched to red right when I said,
Yeah.
You said his
not-
name?
Joseph Braden, if you're still around
To
here-
me, that is so. To me, the EMF reader, I don't understand why we're having to bring it up every 2 seconds. To me, it's just one of those simply manipulated, simply goes off kind of equipment pieces. They're really cool. They're fun to use, but they're not nothing that I would ever start freaking out over if it went off. Kind of like the light flight. Oh my God, the flashlight method. Kind of like that. I just will not freak out over that no matter what. But it feels like every few seconds now, someone's pointing out how it's going like to green and it goes to red, and it's like, it's not necessary. We understand.
We'd love to talk to you tonight about the cruelty that happened here, even in this jail that Brooke is going to so kindly go into. First.
I mean, this doesn't look that different. Oh,
Yeah, what's up? What? Hey, it's funny, Gracie, anyway.
Oh yeah, these are all the offerings.
Yeah, cigarettes. Nice, got a little tampon there too.
yeah.
Good shit, good shit.
The 60-cent kiosk voucher.
You know, anything counts.
Should we leave something?
Did you guys have an
Oh, you
offering?
wolves.
You were supposed to bring one.
Yeah, did you? I was like Hershey forever.
Well, you could take,
You guys always like any of this shit. So, does that mean it's time?
I think before you should just stay in here by yourself. I double dog dare you.
Oh, I thought we were going to board, bro.
Dude, you were trying.
I
like,
triple
lock
dog
over
dare
here.
you.
By karma?
Yeah.
Started off.
Just because I lock our new guest in here doesn't mean I need to be locked in here as well, guys, right?
For 24 hours.
Sorry, 24-hour challenge, guys. $10,000 if I can't leave, dude.
Hi, Mr. Beast.
Hey.
Let's shut the door.
Stay.
Okay,
Do you want to keep this?
Okay,
Yeah.
let's just see what all happens when you guys.
We exit.
Yeah, Sam, maybe like film on your phone.
Is there a lock?
We're gonna find out right now. Hey!
Hey, that's not very nice.
We're both
It's
locked in.
literally going off right now. Are you gonna come in here with me?
Hell no.
What the fuck? Dude,
All right.
what happened to Sam and Colby?
Goodbye. Can't hear you.
It's literally going off so much now.
We're out. He'll never know.
How would he know?
How would he know?
Out of curiosity, does this place have electrical currents going through it, like when they do lockdowns? Because I just noticed there's a light switch on the wall that he was facing the EMF reader on. I'm not sure if it would go off like at that range. I could be wrong about that, but something I guess throw out there. Just why not?
Whoa. What the fuck? Hello?
Got outlets.
Hello? They fucking left me. Wait, what? Guys? Hello? They already went downstairs.
Jump
Please,
scare.
God, no. They actually just freaking left me. Okay, I'm not trusting these people. Now I think they're fucking with me. Hello? Sam? Wait, this is super weird.
Look, it's a mirror.
They had like an observation area. You just watch people.
And to take selfies. Like, come on, guys. Let's do it.
Hey, yo.
That's what I'm talking about.
Completely disrespected Brooke right there.
Completely black on the screen. Can you say that?
Wait, so there's only one more floor?
Yeah, I think that's the next one is the attic. All right, before we go to the very top, we've only been here for 20 minutes. What's your thoughts?
I'm about to call an Uber home.
Shit.
No.
It's not that bad.
All the way back to Los Angeles, California. UCLA, take me back. I miss you. No, yeah, it's definitely creepy in here, but we're just getting started.
Just getting started.
So.
Do you keep hearing noises back here too?
No, I've been hearing footsteps nonstop following us.
So are there things like watching and then...
There's my problem. There is my constant problem with Amanda. Whenever someone says something, that's when she jumps onto it and starts talking like, oh yeah, no, I've noticed that. I've been noticing that for a while now. Every time. Every time. Colby was like, are you guys hearing noises like I am right now? And she's like, oh yeah, I've been hearing footsteps the entire time. Why haven't you mentioned this earlier? I seriously have an issue with that. That is sus to me, just a little bit. I'm sorry, Amanda. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. That is a little sus to me.
Yeah, but I don't know why not all of them are showing themselves. It's like something is scaring them.
And then that's going to red
yeah.
again.
Great.
Should we go where you saw the shadow figure?
Yeah.
That was like the weakest yes ever.
She didn't even finish. She didn't even get to the S, girl.
She's like, I can't say no, can I? Fuck.
2,000 miles away from home.
If the jail cell wasn't enough for a problematic inmate, they'd be shackled upstairs in the attic, which they nicknamed the dungeon. As a form of torture, they would chain these inmates up here during the harsh winters, even when there was no heat.
And something really messed up is they would house the orphans in this same attic. So these screaming, tortured inmates would just be a few feet away from kids.
Thank God I have a little bit of water. As a matter of fact, I'll be right back. I need to get some more water. I am parched. I have returned.
And it's rumored that you can still hear the screams of these tortured patients to this day.
The scariest part of all is there is a 7-foot tall shadow figure that lurks the hallways of the dungeon.
Supposedly.
Afterlife. I have a bad history with this attic.
Oh yeah, what happened?
Last time I was here, someone made me get chained to the wall for like an hour in a cold, dark place for the first time.
Who?
Actually, it was one of you guys. We took a subscriber on one of these investigations, and she made me get locked up. So if you guys want to be the next person, better subscribe.
The attic.
Oh yeah.
I like that text. That font was really cool.
Oh, wait, I do remember this.
Yeah, this is where you got chained.
Great.
Literally right there.
Literally looks like a dungeon.
It is. It's called the dungeon.
They used to lock people up here that were so bad.
What is that?
What is that? Am I?
Dungeon.
They used to lock people up here that were so bad.
What is that?
What is that? Am I?
The stairs?
Is this open?
I could barely hear that.
Here I go. Maybe it's the wind. But anyway, they used to house a lot of people.
Right again.
Let's go over here. This is where I was chained up. They used to call the residents here inmates. But when the inmates would fight back, they would either throw them in the jail cell on floor 3, or if they were really bad, they'd lock them with chains up against this wall.
What you got to experience.
Which I literally got chained up right here. I just have a vivid memory of me like sitting here and looking to the left, and in that glow of that exit sign over there, seeing someone walk up and down, down.
That's what he described. It's always to the left.
This to me is something that always manifests off to the left, the long side of the hallway.
He said that when he would come up here, he would see it to his left, that shadow figure.
Oh, wait. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they were saying that this shadow guy that they see up in the attic, oh my god, as it's going off crazy, goes next to the beams that were here.
Yeah, he hides in between the beams.
Are these scratch marks on the wall?
It kind of looks like it, right?
Kind of, but I also just wonder if it's worn paint.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be worn up here too? And right here the same way?
I mean, they'd use the cold against them. They'd open up the window and chain them up here during winter just to like freeze torture people.
That's messed up.
It is really bad.
Metal chains around the wrists, man. Getting froze to your skin. Fuck that. Look, Sam, I think was extremely paranoid in that moment. So to see stuff did not surprise me at all. When you're paranoid, paranoia in the mind is a powerful thing. It can definitely play tricks on you. There's no question about it. Ask anybody who have been in stressful, scary, uncomfortable situations. It kicks in. It is absolutely terrifying, but does not mean it's paranormal.
Morgue.
Down to the morgue.
I just saw the first person who didn't run from us, and they were. Is that a table?
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
They were right there, kind of in front of the gas lamp.
Wait, right here in the corner?
Like if you walk straight forward towards that table, they're still here.
Still here?
Still here.
And they're just chilling?
They're right here.
What are they doing? Oh my god! Dude, that's actually fucking crazy.
What was the name of the superintendent?
Braden.
Joseph Braden. Hopefully he wants to talk. I mean, the craziest part about this whole infirmary is actually not in the infirmary, but right outside, there is a graveyard, or what they call a potter's field, of 1,200 bodies. They're all buried standing up.
Yeah, not cool.
So basically, there's a lot of unrestful spirits right there.
Are you good, Brooke?
I'm good.
Okay.
That didn't sound super confident.
That was like
but-
my yeah earlier.
Yeah, I was gonna say, the confidence levels are going down as we go to the morgue.
Yeah.
Smells like typical
Wait.
morgue.
Is that it? Oh my god, that was like the one fucking moment where I'm sitting here like, oh, they might actually have something for Amanda, and they're moving on like almost nothing. I truthfully thought they were gonna like investigate that more. I was actually kind of getting a little bit curious now. I'm like, okay, they actually are getting something. She said there was a person sitting there or standing there or whatever have you, and they walk up and a thing's going off, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, there might be something there, or it's like a very strange coincidence. And then they start walking away.
The
Why?
name of the superintendent.
Braden.
Joseph Braden. Hopefully he wants to talk. I mean, the craziest part about this whole infirmary is actually not in the infirmary, but right outside, there is a graveyard, or what they call a potter's field, of 1,200 bodies. They're all buried standing up.
Yeah, not cool.
So basically, there's a lot of unrestful spirits right there.
Are you good, Brooke?
I'm good.
Okay.
That didn't
like
sound
my-
super confident.
That was like
but-
my yeah earlier.
Yeah, I was gonna say, the confidence levels are going down as we go to the morgue.
Yeah.
Smells like typical morgue.
How does he know?
What's really sad about this is they had a body cooler for both adults, but also children. That's how many children died here from the orphanage and the mistreatment.
And in the winter, they had to like stack the bodies because
Why?
they couldn't bury it. The ground was like too cold.
That's insane.
Messed up.
All winter, kind of like it's winter right now. Why am I going first? You got the light.
What, dude? I'm just standing back here like, you got it, dude.
I feel like you got this.
All right, I got this, dude. Okay. Please don't shut this door on me, dude.
Yeah. Thanks for giving me that idea.
I remember this so well. The morgue is in here.
Was this open when you guys came here?
Yes, yeah.
I think what we could do is just. I need this chair over here.
Oh.
Adam's not gonna care, right, Adam? Come on.
Oh, that guy.
Is there a door? Oh, we can go in.
We can go in.
Oh.
Help me move this to the side a little bit.
Oh my. God. Wait, is there a heater in there?
Why was it blocked off if it's like this?
I don't know, but it's probably not for a good reason.
Yeah.
I think we should only be in here for like a minute.
Yeah, this is spiking. Yeah, this is. Well, maybe we shouldn't be in here.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
We know like firsthand that that is the most active place of the entire infirmary.
Okay, wait, before we leave, Amanda, was there any spot in particular that you thought we could do a first investigation? Like any room that felt the worst?
We don't have to start at the worst.
Thank you.
The worst location.
I I think in here for sure.
In here, we should start?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh,
Okay.
whoa!
This changed my whole opinion when I saw it.
We did not even come in this room last
I
time.
don't think so. Wait, where are we? Because that was confusing. We're still on the, like, where the morgue is.
Yeah, we're all right there.
Right across from
Yeah.
the morgue, we're in the physician's office. Perfect. And we
great.
have a great place to lay down.
It doesn't look sturdy.
Oh, this one? Okay.
All right.
What about this one?
I could get some REM on this.
Surprise, we're doing an overnight challenge right off the bat.
One for each of us.
There we go.
On the way to grab our equipment, Sam's phone started playing music. Interesting. All right.
What are you doing?
Did you not put that on?
What is it, this song?
Are you recording?
Yes, now I am.
What
I'm telling you.
Is it Acid Rain Pepsi? I love that song.
Bro, I literally was just like walking in here and my phone just went off. I had my phone out, but I had this off. So it was almost like the only thing that could tell you, like, hey, I'm still here. It's like turning something on my phone.
No, come on. I've had that happen with my phone. Okay. Okay, I know, people. I know, but hear me out. It's one of the reasons why that kind of stuff annoys me, is because they try to connect everything. Oh, well, we had this turned off, so now that my phone's going off, it was like the ghost was trying to tell me that we actually need to listen still. And there's always a coincidence, right? There's always a coincidence in doing this, when most of the stuff that's happened can be pretty much explained. I mean, most of the video so far has just been kind of pointing at the EMF reader, saying that, oh, there it goes again. That's basically been the video so far, for the most part. Yeah, maybe a couple of, like, noises here and there, but most of that stuff, again, is not necessarily... And there's no investigating at all. They're not doing anything. I think it's just a walkthrough. That's probably what's going on right here. It's just a walkthrough, simple, kind of just getting an idea of where we need to go and what we need to do, and slowly kind of seeing if the EMF reader goes off in certain rooms, and if it goes off in most, then maybe we should start there. I don't know. It feels like a game of Phasmophobia. If this was Phasmophobia in real life, this would make perfect sense, actually.
What the fuck? I was like literally texting the guide, like, hey, can we like go into the morgue? As I was doing that, it turned music on.
But Addie Ray specifically.
Right? Now I can really kiki with these ghosts now that I know they're like Addie Ray.
Now we know that they're
Pets.
chill like that. What the
That's wild.
Addison Ray, you want to come on a ghost investigation?
Do it, Addison. Do it. You won't. It's on, Addison. Yeah, you won't.
You won't.
The investigation. Now we go to the investigation.
That man is by the table, still opposite side. In
Again?
between the piano and in between the table.
Wait,
No
we
way.
start here then?
Yeah, we can start here if you want. Right on the table.
I was gonna say maybe if you
Good. Okay, they actually are doing it. For a second, when it first happened, I just thought they were just going to let this go. I was like, maybe you should jump into that. Good that they're actually doing it. This is why people tell me to stop pausing it, even knowing I choose to pause it, because if I talk over the video, people will have more of an issue with that than they would me pausing it. I've dealt with both sides of that argument. I choose to pause and talk instead of talk over everybody, because it just seems more obnoxious that way.
flashlight, put the flashlight or your cat ball or whatever on the table, since it seems like he's working there.
It's like a man. It's not like a boy.
It's for sure, man. Yeah.
One thing we like to do, Brooke, is use pieces of equipment that aren't even supposed to be ghost equipment. So this is literally just like a flashlight that you can buy at Home Depot. People might be skeptical that things are made for ghost hunting, so how do we know they're real? And so we like to mix some things like this, where it's just a flashlight you can twist on, twist off, and then have the ghost do it for us.
Have you seen this happen before?
Never in our entire lives.
Okay.
Stuff happens. No, I'm just kidding. We've seen it happen before.
Okay.
First,
I was ready for
we
to be here
cried.
for the first time.
Oh yeah, oh god, yeah. You're
That's
like,
good. It's
you're ready
for
for experiences.
But they probably won't explain the actual details of that process. So you have to have it on the perfect spot, at the perfect spot to where it's just barely balancing on the turn off and the turn on. So if anything, it's pretty much the flashlight kind of figuring out what it wants to do. And then you ask questions and then you go along with whatever's going on. So that's basically the process of it. I mean, there are debunking videos for this. I mean, even like them doing that to me and then them, let's say she decides she wants to go and investigate it further down the road and finds one of those debunking videos, she is going to believe in ghosts less and less because of that. Like the lack of just telling her the full process. It certainly did for me. It was like, yep, that seems like it makes logical sense that it's just barely on the turn on and turn off point, and it's just the flashlight doing its thing, trying to figure out what it wants to do.
We came down here and we chose this area because Amanda here is a medium. She might be able to see you. But the only way that we can see you and communicate with you is if you give us some sort of sign that we can see or hear. You go up to this red flashlight, see here on the table. You tapped it or give it a little more energy, turn it on, turn it off, twist it, and we'll know you're here.
Everybody's gonna freak out. Give him a second.
Also, if you can't do that, but you can make another noise or sound, also do that. We just want to know that you're here with us.
Do you still see him?
I feel him, but I kind of think that we should take a couple steps away since you asked.
Really?
I do.
Okay.
He's not like nervous, like I said, he just has this sense of confidence.
The first superintendent's name was Braden. The second was Hummel. The first one, Braden, was kicked out and removed because of how cruel he was.
He was a
lot of people say that
douchebag.
his spirit, if he were to be here, would continually be that cruel and negative sort of vibe.
I'm gonna start with the positive one then. Mr. Hummel, if you're over here working on that table, feel free to walk back up to it. And if you could touch that red flashlight, that would be phenomenal. It would let everyone here know that you truly are standing with us. Did you hear that?
Yeah. You know, like 2 taps?
Yeah.
It was coming from like this room right here.
What? That's the one that we were supposed to do it in the first place.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is the physician one.
Since we weren't getting any response, we decided to start in the physician's office.
Alright, we were just hearing some taps in this physician's quarters. We have 2 flashlights, a blue one right here, a red one over here. Just want to know if any...
Looks like the ceiling is starting to come down. That could explain the taps right there. Look at this. Look at the chips all over the floor, on even the table, the bed. There's white pieces everywhere. So I'm assuming that the ceiling is starting to crumble a little bit. I'm sure this place has to get swept a lot.
One is here and would
Look
like
at that.
to talk to us.
I wonder, like, that could be scratches. Those could be scratches in the actual bed.
Just
But
want to know if anyone is here.
look at all that. That could be scratches, but it looks like little pieces or particles that are on it, honestly. Down here are definitely particles and dust.
And would like to talk to us. Please walk up to one of these flashlights and tap them, twist them, or give them a little energy so we know you're around.
We gonna freak out?
What if you try to give it a countdown?
This is our friend Brooke here.
Hello.
I for sure, I thought Colby was gonna say something about that little bit of, looks like dust coming down from the ceiling.
She's never done anything like this.
Yeah, I'm new here.
Yeah, if you could show her that you can listen to her, that would be really, really impressive. On the count of 3, could you come up to the same blue flashlight and turn it on for us? 1, 2, 3. That was amazing.
Perfect timing.
Joke.
Okay, wait. Genuinely though, for the people at home, we're not doing anything. We didn't tell you.
I just think they got me off the street. I'm a real girl. This is crazy. Oh my god, dude.
That was insane.
That was insane.
Wow.
On 3.
On 3,
anything like
exactly.
That was crazy.
That's absolutely insane.
Somebody new is walking in with us.
Someone new?
Yeah,
Man or woman?
man, tall, white hair. Were you the physician here or the doctor? If you could turn on either of the 2 flashlights here.
Yeah, if you worked for this infirmary, can you please turn on this blue flashlight? If you maybe were a patient here or a resident.
Oh, there we go. So patient?
Patient. Thank you for turning the flashlight on.
Wait, okay, so it was like older person?
He's an older gentleman.
Maybe, okay, so they took care of a lot of the elderly here. What's scary is, people right across the hall. We're in the morgue.
Yeah.
The flashlight turned off when you said that.
Oh, you're right.
There was a lot of cruelty here. Do you know and or are you willing to talk about the cruel stories that happened in this infirmary? If you want to tell your story tonight. Thank you! Wow. Okay.
I feel some hesitancy from them, but I do think that they want to be heard.
If there's any other place that you might have more energy, can you turn on that flashlight?
Even if it's just someplace.
I have to say, the one device that seems to convince people the quickest is the flashlight method. Again, I think it does not help that Sam and Colby don't really go throughout the full details of this process and what you have to do with this flashlight and what it means to have it barely on the balance between, on and off. But they normally don't understand that. And then if you ask questions and it does go off and then you go with it and it starts going off and on again and it starts making sense for what you're saying, then it's easy to convince somebody that this is really happening and is really spooky and is very unsettling. So I've seen this a couple times with people they've brought on who just genuinely aren't necessarily, they don't believe, but they just never experienced anything. But then they start like really believing, especially from the reactions of Sam and Colby and everybody else in the room when they see these flashlights going off. So if you don't really know a whole lot about paranormal investigations or the methods that people use to communicate, supposedly, then you're really going to go into it blindly and not really understand anything. And it might even freak you out and make you excited and get you all pumped up for more paranormal stuff. So, yeah.
It's easier for you to be.
I know the process now of what it means. So I don't believe it. I just don't. I think the more you stand there and talk and then ask questions, even when you're not necessarily asking a question, but you're bringing up something like possibilities of, let's say, what the spirits are or what they could be doing in this location, and then it goes off, then you'll have someone say, look, it did that right as you brought that up, so that must mean something. And it's just easy to go along with it. It's so easy. Anybody could probably do it and pull it off.
Okay.
Here we go.
Do you want to go through the floors?
Yeah, maybe we should move on. All right, well, thank you so much. We invite you to follow us around tonight and tell us your story. If you're willing to do so, can you turn that back off?
He asked that kind of quickly. You notice that? People are going to give me shit for this, but I do pay attention to the slight details. That thing is already blinking to turn off. You can see how it's just barely getting ready to turn off.
Okay.
Watch it.
Here we go.
See? It's already flickering.
Yeah, maybe we should move on.
Now watch him
All
ask.
Right, well, thank you so much. We invite you to follow us around
See?
tonight and tell us your story. If you're willing to do so, can you turn that back off?
It was already aiming to turn back off. It was like just on the barrel, barely between the balance right there, and it was already starting to turn back off, and that's when he kind of, at the end, asked the question really fast because it was about to turn off anyways. Not saying as fact, but that's what it looks like to me on camera.
That's crazy. This is crazy because this
You
is
wanna
just
hold it or
I mean,
figure it out,
maybe
like-
not. Yeah, no, this is just a flashlight.
Like a normal flashlight.
And like the way we tried it outside there too, and nothing happened. But when we came in here,
That was really strange. The outside literally didn't work for what we were standing out there for 10 minutes. And then we came in here, and not only was it turning on, but it answered perfectly.
On time.
Do a countdown.
the countdown was crazy.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
I mean, we've seen this in a lot of our investigations, but
Yeah.
that was pretty intense.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I mean, it's happened though before. Yeah, definitely has happened before. Even on point more in other investigations more than this one. Attic. So the dungeon, right?
All right, guys, as we said, in the basement, we want to learn more about the cruelty here. And so we came up to the attic, which is where they basically tortured people. And it was like the worst of the worst that they had to basically chain to this wall throughout winter. And they would maybe abuse people here.
Every single one of these was where shackles were.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Look how many there are.
Whoa, you're so right.
So do they have like multiple people shackled here at a time? You think?
I think so.
Had to have.
Yeah.
And at one point, this was where they kept the orphans too. So as people were screaming and yelling right on these chains, did you hear something?
No, I'm just.
Are your knocks on the wall or like taps?
Yeah, maybe that was just the
It was just
footsteps.
footsteps, yeah.
Anyway, so at the same time as people were screaming on these chains, right down here was also.
Sam and Colby to me are more entertaining than anything else. This is more of an straight entertainment channel. Even they're not interested to go investigate some of the things that are happening, right? So there's been many taps and many supposed footsteps, but they're not even bothering to go out there and look or even try to debunk it. So they're not really investigators. In my opinion, Sam and Colby, at one point they were all about being known as some of the best paranormal investigators in the field. But they have dropped so far to where I'm just they're just entertainers. They're ghost hunter entertainers. They're nothing more than that for me anymore. So yeah, I still critique and I still do things like that because there's a part of me that still makes me want to believe they still want to be known as some of the best in the field, but mentally I kind of have to tell myself that they're not aiming for that anymore. They are I would even go as far as saying bottom of the barrel when it comes to real investigating. When I think of real investigators, I think of the people who stop what they're doing just to go over there and make sure whatever's happening isn't what what they think they might be hearing. Like if they think it's footsteps, they need to go over there and try to debunk that. If they think it's like someone talking, they need to go straight over there and try to debunk that. But there is none of that here. They're just kind of going with the flow. They're having fun with somebody, a stranger, and I can respect that. The only problem with this video I have right now is really Amanda and her ability. I have a hard time trusting in it. There's just so many flaws, too many coincidental things with it that make me question it. The only thing that happened that was like kind of neat was when she said there was a guy standing there and the EMF reader was going crazy right where she said the guy was standing. I'm like, if they had actually sat there and investigated that moment in that specific time frame, I think that would have been interesting, but they kind of just walked around it and just went to the next room immediately.
Orphans.
Little kids could hear all that.
They were getting traumatized. So let's try to hear their story.
Let's do it.
A male just walked in with us.
A male just walked in?
And like, he's unhappy. Like, he's the most... Did you hear a whistle?
I did, yeah. Unless it was this.
What?
He's just not at peace. But it's more than that.
It's not the white-haired guy, though?
No.
Is it the shadow
No.
person, son?
I have no
That's
idea
different.
who this is. I think it was a patient.
Where's he at right now?
Oh. Sup?
I think you should put one cat ball over where
I'd have went for a swing. Immediately just fucking don't sneak up on me like
when
that.
you were chained up here, you kept seeing the shadow figure.
God dang it, okay. So we got 2 cat balls on the 2 places that I was seeing shadow figures. And over here, we got the spirit box.
Dude, we got a new piece of equipment, actually. This is called the portal. Have you used a portal before?
No, I've never even heard of it.
So basically, this is like an enhanced spirit box that will like cut out all the noise, all like the random staticky noises, and basically turn into an obelisk and just speak words. So a ghost can come up here and use this to communicate with us. Let's turn it on.
Supposedly.
For you, Brooke, so this spirit box here is literally... Oh! Oh my god, okay, that is literally a cat toy. If you have a cat, you know how they work.
Cat, shout out Cookie Coco. That's crazy.
And so, like, when a cat ball
Like,
gets hit, that's the only way it goes off.
on. Yeah.
Like, that's literally so far away.
Someone's mowing the lawn right outside. Working through it.
We're on like different wood over here, and that's right where I was chained up. Great. Perfect. Anyway, so yeah, a spirit box is literally just flipping through radio stations really quickly. Basically, they can wait until they know like a word is going to make sense and answer, and then give it a little more power, and then they'll be able to speak with us.
So you might hear like songs that you know. It's just like going through a bunch of different radio stations.
Yeah.
But they're like, oh yeah, I can give more power to this radio station right now, and I can actually
Use Taylor Swift.
You know?
Yeah, I was gonna say, is Diet Pepsi gonna be playing?
You know, I hope so.
Yeah, there it is.
I'm becoming a fan.
You know, I gotta say, Brooke actually should be a content creator. She seems pretty naturally comfortable with just talking to these pretty decently sized celebrity YouTubers. She's actually fitting in quite well. As a matter of fact, in my personal opinion, she feels the flow very well. You know, she has that flow about her that makes her kind of fit within this kind of content creation. Like, yeah.
Sure, dude, it was on your playlist.
I mean, it was not on my playlist.
Here we go. What?
You're like ready to run.
You know what would make this even scarier, dude?
What? Oh, what did it just say right there?
Ready?
It said ready!
Oh no, I'm not. Just kidding. I am.
What?
I was just gonna say we can use that thing too.
Oh, okay. We'll be right back.
We're back!
We're here with some red lighting now. Scary. Okay, let's turn this on. Oh, it's on again!
Oh my god!
I turned that back on and it said it was ready.
It went off the first time when you were explaining it to me.
Wait, so it's wanting us to
I
communicate
think
this
it's
way.
ready.
Okay, we'll start. Here we go.
Just so I can get all this, can you guys swap me spots?
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question?
Me?
Yeah, scale of 1 to 10, what are you at now?
A 9.
Wow! We've done like 2 investigations. I'm sorry that you guys also have your back towards the shadow.
Yeah, okay.
That's not good. Oh, it went off again.
The gentleman that I saw come in this room with us, are you here with us now and willing to communicate?
I won't say it. Okay, there's three devices that I'm hesitant, I don't trust, I don't believe really much at all. EMF reader, cat balls, and the flashlight method are the 3 big ones, and I feel like that, for the most part, besides this new device, is basically what they've used throughout the entirety of this video.
Oh my god. No way. Wait, crazy thing. Should we just move this over there? Because it seems like there's definitely some energy right by that.
Yeah.
Sure,
Do it.
Okay. You want to ask that again?
Yeah. The gentleman who came up into this attic with us. If you're still here, can you turn on this cat ball or speak into this device? Say hello, your name.
If there's anybody up here, come to this device right here and speak to us. Can you say hi? Or what's your name?
That was something. Wait, what was that squeak?
Is the older gentleman here with white hair who I saw in the doctor's office? Could you say yes?
I could not tell. We heard there was a 6 or 7 foot tall shadow figure up here. Have you heard of somebody like that up here?
Get out.
Get out?
Are there any children that are up here with us? One?
One, yeah.
Do you recognize these gentlemen, Sam and Colby?
It sounded like it said hi at first.
That was weird.
Do you remember Sam was shackled right here about 3 years ago?
Can you be just a little more clear?
Were you a patient here? Or were you tortured here?
Possibly.
That was crazy.
That was so clear. Possibly.
Get out.
Again?
Yeah.
What do you guys want?
That's what it said.
I think that's what it said. What do you guys want? We want to talk to you.
Yeah, we're just trying to hear your story. Please. Leave. Not please, leave.
Do you want us out of your space?
Yeah. Infirmary. Infirmary.
Oh my god.
That was perfect.
Wait, why? Is this your infirmary?
Good luck.
Good luck.
Why do you want us to leave? Are we in danger?
Possibly.
Possibly.
Dude, that's not the same word
Possibly.
again.
Possibly.
What's gonna happen to us? Try.
Try what?
Yeah, what do you want us to try?
Where's the most active room?
I swear to this is not it.
I heard that's
This is not it.
It's not
It's
it.
not the most haunted.
What floor should we go to? Just go.
Why? Is that just because you're sad? Why don't you want to talk? Can you tell us anything about what happened here?
Gotta go back to that.
Why don't you want to talk? Can you tell us anything about what happened here? What happened between these?
I could barely even understand that. I don't even know if it said I want to talk. It was like barely understandable.
Shackles.
Here? I don't know. Yeah, were you tortured at all?
I did.
I did. I did the
I
torturing?
did? Not I was, I did.
Oh, he did the torturing. I am
I am?
tortured.
And that was the girl's voice. The man said, I did.
Did again?
Tortured.
I did torture. Did torture.
What the fuck?
So this has to be the superintendent.
Can you just confirm before we leave? Are you the superintendent? Go Sabrina, is this you?
You? Something? Or can you give us a hint of who you are? And then we'll leave, we promise.
I'm right in front of you! Oh my god! Did you not hear that? Did no one else get that? What?
I missed that. But you scared the fuck
Wait.
out of me.
Wait, if they're right in front of it, how does Amanda not see them? Is it like only sometimes does her ability kick in, or like shouldn't she's been seeing things throughout the entire building? How does she not see whoever this is apparently in front of her? But then she's like freaking out and like smiling and everything once it said that. I don't know. She hasn't said that. It's right in front of him. Is she going to
Right in
now?
front of you?
I swear to God.
Man, who did you see?
Did you hear
I
that
heard
too?
that one. Yeah.
I swear that was really clear. It was the only time I heard multiple
You
words.
saw somebody right in front of us. So who was that?
That was. Sorry, my heart is pounding. This is a girl.
This
for
is
sure.
a girl right now.
I think think that she was chained up here.
Do you think there's multiple people here talking?
Yes. It's like they're having a conversation with each other and I'm trying to eavesdrop on it.
There's some people telling us to get out. There's three. Three torture. I think the patients are trying to warn us to leave.
I think so.
Where should we go?
What was that?
That was a squeak. Again, that was the same squeak as last time.
Wait, that sounded like it must be an animal. I'm not even kidding.
Oh, is there a rat? A mouse?
If there's anything down there, can you make another squeak or some sort of sound or sign?
Instead of going back here, obviously, patients and everybody's like telling us to leave. Like, what if we go where you saw that shadow figure on the 3rd floor?
This is one of those times when Amanda's like, God dang it, do I have to say yes?
Yeah, and I always do.
Let's go, Amanda!
Okay, let's do it.
What did you think about that?
That was crazy. That was crazy.
At first, I feel like it was hard to make out specific words, but then I started saying like things like the possibly.
There was a lot of moments that it was kind of difficult to. I guess they just kind of put that on as educational guesses, but sometimes it didn't even sound like that's exactly what it said. So it's kind of hard to tell, honestly.
It said infirmary.
Infirmary.
That was crazy.
I heard pretty directly, like, I'm in front of you, and
I heard that too.
So weird.
That one was scary.
Super scary. Before we leave, isn't that so strange? Both of you guys who are avid cat owners, we were way over there, and the cat bowl was going off many a time, and then when we were sitting over here, literally walking around it, it never goes
Never
off.
went off.
So that
when
just
we moved here, it did.
double proves that, like, so far away, no one was touching it.
Yeah.
Great. Let's go.
I just don't believe in cat balls. I just don't think that those are good pieces of equipment. That's just my personal opinion.
I love it.
It hasn't gone off this, like, since it went off when we were back there.
Yeah, literally.
Like
First time.
15 or 20 minutes?
Yeah,
So crazy.
It's still going on.
It's not like this anymore.
All right, well, thanks, guys.
I have a challenge for somebody who wants to walk all the way down to the exit sign, and then we'll follow.
Are we gonna follow?
Yeah, we will. I'm sorry. We just didn't do that to you, but
That's
like,
crazy. You guys didn't follow me last time. You guys left.
anybody?
I can do it.
Let's go.
Okay. Bye, stranger.
here.
Never seen again.
Mom, I love you.
How did your mom let you do this?
Yeah, she's just crazy.
We met her at UCLA a week ago, and we're making her do this in Ohio.
You guys are so mean to her. She's so nice.
It's almost like all the stuff we make you do.
I was actually just thinking that.
I made it.
Nice.
Yay, I hate it.
All right, you guys want to follow or?
Is that where?
That's where. That's why I had to go down there.
That's where the shadow figure is?
Yeah.
That's where the shadow figure was sighted, Brooke.
No, I know. You guys left me here.
Dang, hats off to Brooke. First haunted place, walking alone.
Wow.
When I was filming alone and I was just walking around like taking some videos, I walked into here, got so scared I turned around and left and went back to Brooke in the main room, and now you see that that's the, like, I did not know that was the,
How far down did you get here?
I didn't make it past 303.
Really?
Yeah.
What was that?
That was
on the door.
The door rattled?
A rattle or a growl?
It might just be the wind.
Is it wind? It sounds like something scratched.
Sounds like a scratch.
Scary.
Go.
We've been by windows all night and we haven't heard that.
But that's where the shadow figure
Right
was.
there. As we drove up, this little platform was where Amanda saw the shadow figure.
I'm like terrified though, and I don't know if that's just my nerves or if that's him.
Is there anybody down here with us? This is where we saw a shadow figure when we first. This is where we saw a shadow figure when we first got here. I thought it said our names.
Really?
Yeah, but I didn't like say anything because I couldn't figure out. I thought it said Sam and Colby.
No
I kidding.
way.
But I was like, should I say that?
I don't know.
We just want to talk to you.
We need you to be a little more clear.
Have you heard of a 6 or 7 foot shadow figure here? Maybe nothing came down here. Oh
What the fuck was that?
my god.
Does that spell something?
Oh, the thing is moving.
Yeah.
The window just moved in front of us.
Window just moved.
God.
Right right when you asked about
Okay,
this.
so that's debunked, right? That's debunked. I would say that's the wind messing with the windows.
It's a 7-foot tall shadow figure where it was. I hate that.
Do you want to talk to any of us individually?
Sure. That.
What the frick? Or Sam? Sam, was that you?
I can do it.
Her. It said her.
Me? It can talk to me, but like, what do you mean? Like, you guys leave, it's just us? Is that what it means? Do you want to talk to me?
Sam.
I swear it said Sam.
I thought I heard Sam.
No.
Did you say my name?
Wait, what?
We both figured?
Or figure.
Figure. Oh my god, what the fuck was that? Why would that come through on the radio? It just like screamed.
That's what I'm about to do.
Why is there another scream?
Another scream.
Wait, that should not come through on a radio.
No.
You know what I just thought of? So when we first got
Unless it's a true crime station.
here, our guide is the resident psychic. He's here all the time, and we haven't been here in 3 years. Obviously, we know what we have from investigations, but what if we just talk to him and be like, where has been the most active area, so that we're not like wasting our time? All right, guys, we are here with Christopher, and you said you are the house psychic.
Correct. I do my own psychic events here. I'm here giving tours sometimes, so whenever the building or the people or the spirits need me, I'm here.
All right, well, we are in need of you right now. We would love if you would do a reading on our new friend, Brooke. Woo! Brooke has never done ghost hunting or even been in an abandoned building or haunted building before. We actually met her 1 week ago, randomly on the street, and said,
Yeah.
hey, do you want to come to an investigation with us? Basically, we're trying to help prove the paranormal to her, and would love if you could do a reading.
Yeah, I'd love that.
Psychic reading.
Let's talk about who might be following you around the building. So sometimes I feel like the spirits here tend to be very curious.
Okay.
And that's the energy that I'm feeling right now. If there's something following you around, I don't feel that it's malicious. I don't feel that it's mean-spirited. I feel like there's definitely someone that wants your attention, but from a curious perspective. So they're curious as to who you are. They don't necessarily recognize your energy. They just want to know more about you. I feel like it's a very young energy, too. You do have children.
That's crazy. She's been saying that since we walked in.
Now, we have a room set up on this floor. One floor up, there's the boys' room
That's.
with the playhouse.
I felt so not unwelcome in there, but uneasy. I wonder if it was because that's the boys' room.
As soon as she walked in that room, what you're describing, she like got nauseous.
Like, I'm gonna
and was
throw
like
up.
feeling super weird.
I don't think they get as many visitors in the winter, so they're
I can't
starved
understand
for
why.
attention.
Kind of weird.
Maybe if you do spend a little more time in one or both of those rooms tonight, you can connect with the curious energy that's following you around.
What was that?
I don't know. Big thud.
Did you hear that?
I did.
Right as we begin. Right.
Up at the top, knowledge. That can be something you know or something you need to know. When we know something, it tends to come from here. So I really feel like for you, the next big step in your evolution, so to speak, is going to be more easily just moving right along with what this part of you says.
I agree with that. And I think coming here, doing this whole thing, was here following two men on the street to West Virginia to go to a haunted house. Doesn't sound like the most logical thing, but I felt that it was gonna be a good experience if I followed that.
You listen to your gut.
Even when everybody was saying that it was crazy.
But everybody.
That's most people.
Most of Brooke's reading went into her personal life. Yeah, but what came up at the end was something none of us expected.
My attention is going two different directions here. I feel like we are connecting to the energy of a woman here. But at the same time, I feel like there's two different women that I'm connecting to. And one of them connects to you and one does not. The person connected to you, this is someone who faced challenges, which to me are greater than the challenges we can expect to experience navigating our way through life. And these are challenges that they wouldn't have talked about. They would have kept so much to themselves because it's just how they were. Far more concerned about everyone else around them and everyone they loved. So they carried a lot of burden around, and I think if they had the chance to do that
When it comes to readings, I don't mind them, actually. I just think that most of the answers I feel like that are given to people are something that they know. Most people know somebody who deals with their own struggles and they never talk about them. Mostly everybody knows somebody in their lives that is facing that. So they have a lot of answers that can be relatable to almost anybody. That's my thing.
Again, they do it exactly the same way. So this sense of selflessness, always putting everyone else first. Then we have a card that's got, obviously a woman's energy, our mother card, our queen card. When I said there was another woman and I had to separate what was what, this part's not connected to you, but I keep getting the name Elizabeth. I'm not picking her up in connection with the building. I don't know where she's... Libby? She's not connected to the building. That's not your part. I can't quite separate where this other name is coming from.
Can you pick up anything else?
Interesting.
Teacher? Hands. Doing something with the hands? Making something?
Okay, so if you don't know, Libby is Sam's grandmother. That was brought up in the Conjuring videos. And people were saying that it was almost impossible for Satori and Cody to know that Libby was Sam Goldback's grandmother's nickname. That was not the case. It was in her obituary that you can find online. So this nickname thing is not like a secret. This is something that is very well known and is definitely well known now because everybody looked it up and found it. Already that is questionable and sketchy to me that he brought up Libby. And of course, Sam is going to have a reaction to it. I mean, that's still his grandma. But I don't necessarily buy it. Now, that if it was like somebody that she knew, and this is a complete stranger, then that would have been something interesting. But this is something that has been talked about for a while now. And it's still questionable till this day. Insanely questionable.
Artist? Keep going. Okay, so teaching, maybe an art teacher. It's weird how things come. Sometimes I get reference.
Okay, I need to do some research here. Give me 1 second. Elizabeth was her full name, her first name, so go figure. Get the fuck out of here. She taught art at Fletcher Elementary in Beaumont, the school she had attended as a girl, and as Travis Elementary in Odessa. Okay, so that was already debunked because it is, in fact, something you can find on her obituary online. Sorry, but that just debunked it for me, personally.
Of a place, and I keep seeing like a U.S. map, but my eye keeps going to Texas. Yeah, I don't know where that's coming from. It's not the building, and that's not...
Yeah, I'm sure not, because everything you just mentioned is on her obituary. Literally everything you just listed was on her obituary. Nothing that was personal, but everything that you can find online. Yeah.
Not for you.
Yeah.
Alright, could you keep picking stuff up on it if you tried? I know sometimes it's hard and things don't come through clear, but...
The number 5 means something.
I'm not even sure if Sam buys that, the way he's looking at him.
5 relates to family somehow. My mind wants to go to 5.
What was that?
My mind wants to go to 5 children, but
that doesn't... It kind of looked like they were smiling at each other.
Feel right. Although, I do feel like there's emphasis on a child, a son specifically. Like I said, I don't know where this belongs in this moment, but there's this sensation of, going back to art and creating something, this whole idea of taking your vision and building something with it. There's this sense of pride that comes from that idea. Almost like she wants someone to keep doing what they're doing. It's gonna make me emotional too. I'm gonna fall apart before we're done.
Oh, we just met, but I have a grandma named Libby
No way.
that grew up in Texas,
No way.
and she was an art teacher.
What?
No way.
She painted all of her life, and she's been seen in so many of these investigations that she comes and she's been me and Colby's like guide for the entire time we've done social media. It's interesting too, you said You said you think like something with 5 has to do with the family, and you're like, it's children, but like not really children. For her entire adult life, she wore a necklace of her 5 grandchildren around her neck.
Oh my God.
And 5 grandchildren: Allison Page Goldback, Samuel John Goldback, Benjamin David Goldback, and Frasia Goldback, and David Harley Moore. Libby is survived by special friends chosen. She was preceded to death with her parents. Guest booklet. Okay, so there is something there that I guess you could argue that was not necessarily... Okay, there is no talk about this thing that this necklace she wore. That was something Sam added on in there. I don't know if that's true or not, but the 5 grandchildren are definitely on the obituary page.
So that's pretty wild.
And she was talking about you.
Her final words were our original slogan for starting social media. Onward and upward. She's always been supporting these types of things, or definitely if she was alive, she would definitely support these types of things.
That was amazing.
That was added.
It's
Speechless.
very, very wild.
Now I'm sweating. I'm not cold anymore. Oh my God.
And just for the viewers too, me and you have never met before an hour ago.
No, I didn't
Doesn't
even
matter.
know where that
To me, that doesn't matter because you can find this online.
was coming from. I mean, I knew it wasn't
You
yours.
said it wasn't me. You said it wasn't the.
I'm like, it's not the building.
place.
Yes, I've gotten the name Elizabeth in the building before, and then when it,
But the way that you said Libby,
then when it broke down to
Libby,
this,
that's.
who goes by Libby from Elizabeth? It's very.
I've never heard anyone go from Elizabeth.
well, that's when I was sure that it didn't connect to the building. I knew it had to be somewhere else. I'm
Crazy.
really glad she's made her way here with you. I mean, her presence feels like. I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't welcome that. It feels like someone you would definitely want with you.
Of course, I always want her around. But yeah, it's crazy. Colby and I've gotten her.
And Amanda did not know that Libby was there. I guess it only works in specific situations. I don't know. That makes no sense. All right.
Watching over us for many years. And again, also for the skeptics, we literally didn't even know we were going to come here until a few hours ago because our plans completely changed. Cool to always be reminded that people are watching over.
Definitely. She definitely wanted you to know that she was here. For me to be focused with you and no, we're gonna go this way. It's like she definitely wanted you to know. I feel good about how that came through. I didn't mean to pull away from you that
No.
way, but that
No.
she was so strong. I had to follow it.
Well, it makes sense because you would know more about something you can find online over somebody you had literally just met and is not on someone on social media. So it's a good way to get away from that. The only things that were more personal and private were things that Sam had brought up.
It's pretty beautiful. You know? And I think that's something too that we don't want to talk about too much on this channel. I think deep down, the reason why everyone, even off the street, is interested in this type of stuff is because we are interested in what happens after death. And
Right.
the hope that can bring and the beautiful messages that those who have passed on can bring to us is genuinely the actual reason why we do this. Yeah, it's fun to hunt ghosts and get scared and run out and stuff, but the real reason is things like this. Knowing that there is connection and everybody has someone watching over them.
Absolutely. You know, I feel like for a lot of people that I've spoken with, it makes their fear of death a little less intense. Whew.
Okay. Sorry, I know people are going to be pissed off and annoyed that I didn't get emotionally drained into that, but the last time that happened, I found out the people who were behind it were scam artists. So I'm not going to let something like that bring me down, make me cry again, because I just know I know what I know now.
Is there any specific
Okay. We asked them if there are any spirits we should be looking out for.
Is there any specific spirit and or thing that we should be looking out for there?
I'll look for Timothy.
This Timothy, he doesn't have to be like a older man with white-ish hair.
That was my next question.
Oh my God! What the hell? Oh, man, it's gone.
I was like, I can't do this anymore.
What?
Because that was the person you saw in the physician's office and maybe...
Sorry, I had to pause it for that lawnmower.
Stairs, maybe.
Upstairs?
Yeah.
He does make his rounds around the building.
One of the first things I saw when we got into the building was a little boy. And it was almost like he was not scared of us, but like playfully running from us, you know? Like as soon as we got close, then he would round the next corner.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Of course. Okay, of course.
He'd been following me around, so for you to see him first thing makes perfect sense.
What?
That's amazing. You guys were meant to come here.
Yeah.
I think we found that out. You guys want to
Where should we go next?
debrief in the car and warm up for 2 seconds?
Let's do it. We'll be back. What did you think of that? That's insane. Libby, what did you guys
That
think?
was crazy.
I was ecstatic.
Down to the name.
I'm mind blown.
I was pretty ecstatic too, not gonna lie. I don't know what to think, dude. It's fucking weird, you know? He was like, oh, like, I'm paying attention to Brooke. But then he was like, I'm getting this, like, Elizabeth. And I was like, well, did we study any Elizabeths? And then he's like, but it wasn't little Elizabeth, it's like Liz or Libby. Yeah, like a Libby. I was like, who the fuck calls Elizabeth Libby besides my grandma? It's crazy. Like, have you ever heard?
No, never.
Never.
I would never go from Elizabeth to Libby.
Do you know if on the internet there's anything about her being an art teacher or anything like that?
Probably, yeah. But still, like, we didn't know we were gonna be here. He didn't know we were gonna be here. I don't know. Obviously, as a skeptic, you might not believe it, but
Wait,
like, still, it's
wait.
so
How do the people who work there not aware that you're going to be there? Were you just planning on showing up and being like, hey, we're going to do this? I mean, it literally only takes a few seconds to figure that out. Plus, after that whole Conjuring thing went down, people were talking about that the entire time. So it wouldn't surprise me if that information got to him somehow. And yes, you can't, to me, it's too flawed, and you're not acknowledging that. That's a problem to me. That's an issue. Like, everything that is automatically, yes, you can already go ahead and say that you can find online, and you acknowledge that, but you're not, like, taking that into, like, high consideration. That's what he could have done, because I get you're probably not into calling people liars, but to me, it's too flawed. It's too, yes, and it makes sense that he would go from somebody he doesn't know and can't do research on to somebody that you can do research on. It makes perfect sense.
weird. And I mean, we've gotten glimpses of her in the past, or especially with the whole Cody and Satori thing, like, but it's just so cool and reassuring.
Definitely.
To hear that.
I think she is watching over you, man.
I really hope so.
That just changed the vibe of like the whole investigation, I think.
Yeah, it is weird. There's spirits that have to do with this place, and this place has a lot of trauma.
And why is it always his grandma? Why is it always his grandma? Why isn't it somebody that's related to Colby? Why isn't it someone related to Amanda? Why is it always the one that everybody goes to? It's always Sam's grandma. That's
horrible stories, horrible things that happen here. And then there's energy that comes with us that might be a lot more light.
Protective.
And so like we are kind of getting to see both sides of that world, which, yeah, like you said, changes the energy. And now like if we go back into it, it's like, cool, we just had this beautiful interaction, but we might be like,
on the other side.
we might be going back into
It's a nice little break.
Yeah, a little lighthearted sigh of relief.
I'm not even sure if Sam buys it, to be honest. There's a part of him that makes me think that he's probably not all for that being legit. I'd hope so, because that's just being naive at that point. And if you're accepting that this is a lie, but at least it's a positive lie and you're still okay with that, to me, that I don't buy that. I don't care if it's a positive message. It's a fake. It's a lie. It has no backbone to it. It's a bullshit thing to say to get someone to have an emotional reaction so you can lure them in and say that, yes, this is real. That's all it is. That's all it's there for. I don't buy it. I certainly do not accept it. It makes the whole scenario, that to me, no.
We're going to the boys' room now. Amanda, this is where you felt the most sick, right?
Yeah.
Now we're taking you back.
We're just great friends.
I know. We're really looking out for me.
And when we were hearing a bunch of like noises and stuff, I heard them behind you guys, but also up.
I heard up too.
Yes. There's a lot of thuds.
So many.
And also something that he talked about a second ago about Amanda, where he goes and says, this little boy has been following me, like he always follows me. For you to experience him makes perfect sense. Okay, then why wasn't Amanda seeing Libby? To me, it just looked like everybody was caught off guard by that and probably weren't expecting him to bring that up. He probably thought it was a good idea. Probably thought he was going to add some emotion to it, being a Sam and Colby video. And everybody just kind of looked around like, this is awkward. because, and I'm surprised they even mentioned Satori and Cody. Even they acknowledged that, yes, you can find that information out online. And I guess they didn't know that at the time. Okay, you know it now, and you're okay with it. Why are you okay with it? When you know that that's probably what happened, and you can find that information now. And the fact that you said that probably was on the internet means that you probably knew that everything that this person was saying was probably stuff that you could get from the obituary. Insane. To me, that's obvious.
It was like they were walking around up here.
Right in this room.
Let's head on in. Hello to any spirits in here. If you want to show us that you're here, we brought some toys. Are you feeling any better than you were last time, or about the same?
Honestly, about the same, but
Really?
yeah.
You feel sick in here?
Yeah, like right when we crossed through the doorway, you know when you're gonna throw up and your mouth kind of starts to water?
Yes.
Nauseous?
That's how I feel.
Well, if you want to projectile vomit, make sure I'm recording.
Okay.
And then we'll also make
just
sure you're
gets
okay,
away.
too.
Yeah.
Of course.
So this piece of equipment right here is called a REM pod. If there's kids in here, I think they would really like
I was
this.
gonna say it does look like a toy.
They love
Yes. The kids love
you. Yeah, like right when you went, this is a toy, I felt less nauseous. I know that's,
Really?
yeah.
I'm like Barney or something. What the fuck? That's crazy.
Hey, yeah.
But anyways, when you get close to this antenna, it'll light up just like
Oh,
this.
okay.
Somebody's in the,
No way. Oh. Wait, was that me?
no.
Did it just go off?
Yeah,
Crazy?
it did.
Went off?
So the whole field is probably less than a foot. Whoa! None of us should be making that go off.
Yeah, there's no way.
But if there is someone that is doing that, and let's say continue talking to us, can you go up and touch that red light one more time? Can you do it on 3? 1, 2, 3.
Colby, would you ask?
If there's any playful spirits in here, we want to play a game. You come to this piece of equipment right here, this big red light. If you get close to it, it'll make noises and light up. Or what if I toss the ball close to it? If you want to, okay. Can you go touch this ball? Go grab this ball?
Thanks, man. If you can understand what we're saying, were you making Amanda feel nauseous earlier?
All of a sudden, like a spirit, like football tackles him for it.
I'm Amanda. Was something else in this room making me feel sick?
Did you say that there's someone in the playhouse? What the fuck? Right as we
Like
say.
something's on it.
That was crazy. Oh my god. Wait, what's happening?
What?
What do you think of that?
That is crazy.
Oh my god! And we were just sitting here for like 10 minutes. It was just tapping.
It's like it figured it out.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it loves
Does it usually go off in long beats like this?
Not like this.
Yeah.
It's usually all crazy, all the colors.
Yeah,
this is weird.
This is super bizarre. I don't remember the last time I've seen it like this.
I don't know.
If a spirit is inside this playset, can you come up to either the little red ball, or you can speak directly through the device that Colby's holding in his hand?
Wheels.
I was
Oh my God,
looking at
look.
the thing next to you.
There's literally a toy wheel by my foot.
Oh, what?
And there's a
car right here?
bunch of wheels and toy cars. You like that?
Yeah, do you want to play with the toy cars?
Amanda, what if you start asking some questions? I feel like it was kind of targeting you, no?
I was just gonna say, should we as girls like step out?
Oh my god!
I don't have to ask twice.
You know what? I wanted to play, but
My only thing though is if he truly is not understanding us and they're just so young that we're not going to get too many answers about this infirmary. If we really want to know more and we don't have much time left, then I would probably say let's move on.
There's only one more spot to go.
Where? The attic?
We actually had a idea that you can totally reject if you don't want to do it.
okay. See, what is it?
This is the finale of your experience here
Okay.
at the haunted place. Would you like to go to the morgue first in night vision?
She will.
And then we'll come.
I'll do it.
Really?
I'll do it. Oh god! What else am I gonna get to go to the morgue in night vision? Are you kidding? Let's go!
What's a lifetime chance?
You guys picked the perfect girl.
Seriously.
You're amazing.
Let's go, Brooke. All right. Well,
So down.
funny enough, we
actually brought everything up so you can go directly from here.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Sick and twisted people, you know that?
I mean, you've known us for a while. You know this.
That's why I stick around.
What was that?
What the fuck was that?
What was that?
There's a big creak over
Yeah,
there.
the bed.
The bed just moved. Well, maybe they were laughing.
Okay.
Brooke, would you like to say any last words to the audience?
Unsubscribe from Sam. Just kidding. Link merchant bio.
No, just seriously, in case we never ever see you again, like, thank you for doing this. It's been a
Of
pleasure.
any time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Appreciate you flying across the country
yeah.
on a random notice that we met you like 1 week ago.
Yeah.
It's been
I should
fun.
probably get checked out, but
You might never check out of here. Not to scare you. Go for it. See ya.
see you guys. Hopefully.
Yeah, we'll see you. I swear, like 5 minutes.
Okay.
Maybe. Good luck.
Thanks. Wait, where are the stairs to my left?
Yeah, to the left.
Brave. I love her.
I was not that brave, dude. That's scary. That's so scary.
Am I low-key cheating with the flash on my phone? Maybe. But give me the benefit of the doubt. Wait, where was it?
Should we follow?
Do you want to turn off the light? Go for it.
Sure. Wait, why? You want to go in the dark? Wait, why? Just like pitch black.
You can't see us.
Wait, guys, this is actually insane. I haven't been really scared so far yet, knock on wood. And I think it's because I've been with the squad.
Why are you walking like that?
Because first of all, really cold. Second of all, how long did it take us in all of our careers to like do something like that?
I don't know if you guys asked me to, I would say yeah.
And they said this was in wintertime, right? I think, maybe, is when they said this. So this was probably filmed a few months ago, if I had to guess. Yeah, so far she's handling it, like, pretty well. I mean, even when I first went to the Blair House, which is a pretty well-known haunted location to a lot of people, I did fine. I honestly, I was nervous, don't get me wrong. Like, there was a part of the back of my mind where I'm, like, getting a little paranoid, but nothing really scary happened, and I felt like I was completely chill the entire time. It's actually just more of a mind game, or if you choose to just want to get scared, it's more of that, really.
Yes, but I would not just be like, yeah, I'll do it.
She's down.
She's doing, like, are we just peer pressuring her?
I guess so.
Yes, but I would not.
Like do something like that.
I
Oh, really cold. Second of all, how long did it take us in all of our careers to like do something like that?
I don't know if you guys asked me to, I would say yes, but I would not just be like, yeah, I'll do it.
She's down.
She's doing.
But again, Amanda, you've seen literally the worst of the worst when it comes to the paranormal, supposedly. Like, you see full-bodied apparitions. That, I cannot think of how much worse it gets. You have seen things that could be potentially demonic in, like, the Conjuring house, where you were telling Sam and Colby not to even go down there, and you were not afraid to, like, stand up and say, you cannot follow us out. I mean, but for some reason, you struggle in certain situations to want to go out and do stuff. Like, it just, I don't know. Like, her vibe, her tone was completely different in the beginning to where she is now. Now she feels more along the lines of, like, Sam and Colby. She's more, she gets more spooked and freaked out and scared. She likes running out of the building like they do. And it feels just like a big change up, honestly, from where she was. At first, she seemed like she was, like, asserting, like, rules and stuff, what we cannot do and can do. And just being, like, completely not as scared as Sam and Colby were at the time. And now she's, like, just part of the gang, apparently. Like, now, it's just, I don't know, it's weird. It's a little bit of a different switch up.
Like, are we just peer pressuring her?
I guess so.
She's just a strong enough person. I feel like she would tell you guys if she didn't want to do it.
Yeah, that's true. I don't want to do
Maybe
it.
she's just cooler than us.
Yeah, probably.
More than all of us.
I'm so stupid. I'm kind of the dumbest person. Why did I do this? Just mess up.
No, you're fine.
This is crazy.
I think I just heard her voice.
Okay, so let's go check.
Okay, at this point, I'm just more scared of falling. Oh my god, okay, no, I'm scared. Very, very eerie. Never done anything like this before.
Bruh. Where the fuck is she?
Oh no.
Wait, where is she?
Unless she went into the morgue.
Oh, he's crazy.
Just kidding.
Oh god! What, you actually went all the way into the morgue alone?
That was the first time this whole time I've been like genuinely scared.
Really?
Like, I knew I was gonna be fine, of course, but like,
That was pretty rough.
that was pretty scary.
What were you
Like,
feeling when you were going there alone?
Just like,
Again, like, yeah, that's the whole thing. You know you're going to be fine. So, I mean, it's not like anybody has left or has died doing something like this. It's not really yeah, a reoccurring thing. So you were okay. It's just more of the hype that's being built around it. That's what scares people into not wanting to do anything like this.
Well, I got a little lost.
Yeah, I told you wrong. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, but then I found my way, and it was just so scary, so eerie. When I was in here, and I was like looking through this, so eerie.
You crushed it.
No,
That's
good job. Let's go.
Can you like that?
super scary. Like that would scare us. So like
That was
that's
scary.
good.
That was
Good
awesome.
stuff.
As we were setting up the final investigation,
I think that he left all the dead ones upstairs.
That's what I thought too. Oh! Dude, as we're setting up, that goes off.
All right, final investigation in the morgue. As you guys just saw, with a music box, cat balls pointing outside. Last time we were here, we saw like a shadow figure that was going out of this doorway. We don't know 100% what it was, but yeah, fans pointed
oh
it out.
yeah, I remember that. It's tough to tell. It's tough to tell. I'm actually leaning more towards it was probably someone that was there that they probably didn't say was there. I mean, again, I didn't even know the freaking producer went with them to the Conjuring house until they mentioned him. I had no idea. And then he like popped his head up out of the basement, which I still believe 100% that was the producer's head and not a ghost.
This was also by far the most active location of our entire last investigation, and from what we know, is the most active spot in the infirmary. So why not do not a single Estes method, but a double Estes method?
Double Estes. You know?
I'm always down. The Estes method's really cool. So how you saw the spirit box work and we could all hear it out loud, the Estes method takes that option away so that only one person can hear
So
the
that's where
answers.
the headphones come in.
Exactly. The headphones are also noise canceling, so we won't be able to hear what questions you guys are asking. So if the answers line up, you guys know something is hearing you and speaking through us.
And we're both going to be blindfolded, so it's like a sensory deprivation sort of technique, where basically we're just going to be like we are going to be the ghost equipment.
And that means me and you have to run this investigation together. So,
Okay.
You got this?
I'll try my best. I'm more scared for them too.
It's pretty terrifying.
So-
Oh yeah, and we were just thinking that maybe Colby, you want to be on the autopsy table this time?
And like for what? Like
You told me to go with a goddamn jail and then left.
all right, you're right. You're right, dude.
Now I'm telling you to go lay down and submit yourself to the most active location.
Submit myself.
God. Okay, cool. That might have been someone walking in.
All right.
So that
Okay.
music box that's down there, right there, is a motion sensor.
Yeah,
So when that thing goes off, it's literally just detecting movement, any movement.
Something walking in front of
Yeah.
it.
And it's not pointed towards us; it's pointed away from us. So we can't do anything to trigger that.
Yeah.
Let's get started. Might eat shit right now, dude.
We're videotaping.
Don't laugh at me.
How are you feeling, Amanda?
I'm not as cold anymore.
That's a great thing.
Definitely sweating.
Oh yeah, they said it was warm in there earlier, didn't they?
There was a man's voice. I don't know if you guys
2
heard it.
seconds before that?
Yeah.
I didn't hear that either.
Final investigation. Okay, let's go ahead.
If you guys leave, let's
get to it.
My mic for you.
Oh, please don't do that.
We're not. It's me. It's just Colby. Right, bro?
Pepper.
Are you good to go? Or do you want me to set it up
You
for
just
you?
said Sam and Colby. I'm so sorry. I'm lying. I'm not even lying.
I knew I heard that earlier.
I had one ear out. Like I could hear you still.
Oh my god! Holy shit!
But it said it's like sang a song, like just a radio, and I'm like, huh, what was that? And then it went Sam and Colby.
What? Yeah, you were saying on the portal earlier, it was like saying Sam and Colby.
Yes, it's definitely.
Oh my god. Okay, so it recognizes us here, so let's go.
Guys.
Are we going under?
I think we're
Going
going.
under.
Okay, here we go.
Wow, this is kind of.
This is. I've said a lot that I've said I haven't seen anything like this a lot, and I haven't seen anything like this.
You're like, yeah, well, I don't know if I've ever thought I was gonna be in this position.
Yeah, the ghosts were kind of crazy, but looking at this,
All right, if
I
there's.
want to see.
I want to see.
I want to see.
What do you want to see?
What your insides look like. Scream reference. Calm
Is there
down.
anything we could show you?
What do you want?
One.
Oh.
2, Freddy's coming for you.
Okay. One of us? Or what do you want one of? Be a little more specific?
Closer.
Closer where?
Are we closer now?
That's right.
Oh my god. Again, they can't hear us, so everything we're saying. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Have you been with us the entire night? The one that said Sam and Colby earlier, too?
I know.
I've been here.
God.
That was perfect.
Oh my god.
Why is that? Do you have something you'd like to tell us?
Real.
Real.
You just want to tell us something real? Or that you're real?
Something shotgun.
Maybe the cruelty here was
I
real?
call shotgun.
How do you feel about this place?
Hell.
Oh my god.
It would be hell to some people for sure.
How do you feel about this place, hell? As something was walking in. The weird part is so that motion sensor is not like going fully on or fully off.
No.
It's like as if someone's walking in.
Bad?
Did something bad just walk in?
My God.
Or are you just talking about more of the story that happened here? Bad things happened.
Like, I want to know more about you, but who are you?
Girl.
Cameras. You're a girl.
Lost.
Upstairs? Lost.
Yeah, wait, were we getting girl?
At the very top, wasn't
don't
there
know.
a girl that was getting tortured?
Yes, when there was like a man and a girl.
Yeah.
Were you the girl from upstairs?
Her.
Oh my god.
Her.
This? So did you just
What's the message?
What's the message? What do you want to tell her?
The main reason why we came here today, I guess, is to help prove the paranormal. We really want to show.
Real.
I genuinely do enjoy the Estes method. I do. I think it's fun as all hell. The only times I've done it, I didn't get nothing. Absolutely zilch from the Estes method, which really bummed me out.
I believe you, girl. I believe you.
Wow.
Damn.
Insane.
Damn.
Yes, we want to prove that it's real.
Yes.
And literally, she says that again. Tell me what you think.
I'm kind of speechless right now.
This is insane.
I don't even know what to say.
That's amazing. Yeah, we came here to kind of prove that you guys have a story, that you guys are real, that you guys can speak to the other side. Is there any message that you'd like to show the world? We believe you.
Do something good.
That girl.
Was that girl hurt here? Was she tortured or attacked? I heard of a girl upstairs that was not doing too well.
Trouble.
Is there any way to help? Any way that we could help this girl or any of the spirits here at the infirmary?
I'm really worried. Truth.
Why are you worried?
Is there something you're worried about? Crazy that once they just start talking, the music box is not going off.
I know.
Cold.
Worried about cold?
Same.
Yeah, is there any way that we can help you? Or that anybody could help, really?
Up.
Gone.
Do you want us gone?
Maybe.
Maybe. Why? How would that help?
Always exist.
Oh my god.
We'll talk more about.
Maybe when it was saying when you're gone, you'll always exist. So we were talking about with the with the medium. Basically, like people are coming back to just remind you that people are always with you.
Yeah, I like that actually. Yeah, is that the message you want to tell us?
One
One of them.
of.
Well, thank you. That's an amazing message.
Is dark.
What's the second message?
The Holy Christ.
Dying.
The Holy Christ dying.
Look.
Look.
Where do you want us to look?
Where?
How can we see it? Or how can we see you?
Door.
Door.
Don't.
Don't look at the door. Okay.
Remember.
What do you want us to remember?
Us.
Remember.
Whoa.
They want us to remember them. Like their message is like that we always exist.
Hello?
Wait, that's super weird. It was like its first message was like about like truth and real and like when you're gone, like we're still with you. And then we're like, okay, what else do you want to say?
I'm just curious to know why do all these investigations go to like a message being told? I've noticed that only with Sam and Colby does this happen, where the spirits will, for some reason, try to deliver a deeper meaning behind the afterlife. It's not about like actually just figuring out if this place is really haunted or not. It's just about delivering a positive message. I've noticed that throughout most of their most recent videos. And the one I don't think it really did was the one with La Llorona at the Doll Island. That one didn't really have a message to deliver, but there's a lot of these videos where it's just trying to deliver a message, a bigger meaning behind the afterlife. And I don't know. It's interesting.
It's like, remember us. Like as if like we want to tell their story.
Yeah.
Do you just want to be able to tell your story and to have people know who you are?
Right.
Oh my god! Wait, that's absolutely insane. Whatever your intention is here, we want to say thank you. It's been an amazing, amazing night, completely unexpected, and you guys did have a really cool message. We want to share with the world that you guys are real, that even when you are gone, people are here. Even though this is a cruel place, what I think is really cool is that it shows a lot of beauty at the end of the day as well. So thank you, and I'm really hoping that someone can, help you.
See this?
Heal if people see this.
I think a lot of people are going to be really excited to see this. I think you actually will help many, many people. People that aren't even in this world of like ghost hunting.
Yeah.
It's like to show people how it actually happens. So thank you. All right. I'm going to tap her on the shoulder.
All right.
Oh my god. Wait, okay. Oh my god, guys. That was insane. Like,
that was crazy.
Absolutely insane.
Really?
And awesome and beautiful and crazy.
Yeah.
Did any of it
How much
answer?
of that do you think made sense out of all the questions?
I mean, I feel like a lot of it did.
75% of the questions, like, you had exact answers.
Yeah.
To it. It was crazy.
Yeah.
We should debrief outside. Okay. It was, like, insane.
Yeah.
Okay.
At the beginning, yeah, I think there was multiple people there, but the first person we got was a girl, right? A girl spirit.
Yeah.
We thought it was possibly the one that we were talking to in the attic that was talking about getting tortured.
Oh, patient.
Even if most of the spirits there were talking about the cruelty, I think they had a bigger message. And most of that was about they want to tell the world that they're real. They want to tell the world the truth. I think they said, remember us?
Yeah.
And I think what they were trying to say is the same thing that the psychic was telling us. That like once someone is gone, or once they're gone, they can still be with us. And that's where it's like, heal when you see this. And so I think it goes hand in hand. I think the first message...
The message is positive, I grant you that, but like, again, tying in Libby, to be frankly blunt with you, I'm not too sure if I trust in that psychic who said that. As a matter of fact, because they went to Libby, I almost don't trust him nearly as much as I want to. We're going back to that message. I think it's an important message. I truthfully do, but I just feel like it's not coming from a place of honesty. That's my only issue. That's like, it's such a good message. It's such a beautiful message. It's just, I wish there was more an honest feel about it.
Is they want to prove that there's something out there. But the point of all of that is that they hope to heal people by seeing this.
They give people hope.
Giving people hope. This, like we were talking about with the psychic.
Why is that so perfect?
Exactly.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Absolutely insane. Is that not what you got too?
No, that's what I got.
Exactly.
For sure.
I was expecting it to be such like a horrible ending down there.
Imagine all the cruelty and the harsh treatment that happened here, that they're still able to have a beautiful message.
I was
They're
thinking the
still
same thing.
able to like see the light out of all of the darkness.
Brooke.
1 week ago,
Yeah.
we came up to you on a random street and said, hey, how much do you believe in ghosts? And you gave us maybe a 6 out of 10.
Yeah.
After leaving this, 1, where are you at? And then 2, what's your just overall thoughts on this whole
Yeah.
ghost hunting thing?
I knew I was gonna get this question again. I'll say a 9.5.
What?
Oh my god! I feel like a 10 is a little too perfect. 10 out of 10 is too perfect, but it's, yeah.
Wow.
I don't know how after that, like, one thing that I've been thinking about is the psychic and what happened with your grandma, the flashlight going off. That shook me, and then the timing of it too. And then just everything after that, where it was just like,
For everyone out there that obviously doesn't necessarily get this experience, what would you tell them about this side of things now that you understand kind of how everything works? Like, what
I'd
would you
say anytime someone goes up to you on the street and asks you to do something, do it. That's bad advice. I know in my case it worked out, but I thought it through. I don't want to just say believe it, but just like if you have an inkling of it, kind of follow that and believe it. And if you think you see signs or see things, like follow that feeling, because like what they were saying to us, like they're here, and even though they're not with us physically, they're with us in a different realm, and like you will only know that for sure when you pass. So you don't want to take it for granted now, because then it kind of defeats the point of the people who've passed, like the people you love who have passed, being with you now. I don't know, like I understand the skepticism, but I feel like if you have a feeling or an inkling of it, like believe it and follow it, because why not?
I think your opinion would change if you knew as much as most people probably do about this whole lore with his grandmother and Satori and Cody and all of that stuff that went down. I feel like your opinion would be a little bit different. So I'm going to give you I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt and leeway that you just don't know all that yet. Video, I actually enjoyed myself.
Really appreciate you flying across the entire world.
Thanks.
Maybe
for
we'll see
hosting me.
Brooke again in the future somehow.
Possibly. I fun.
She's like,
I bet, yeah.
She's like, you should cut that part of the video.
No, I'm fun. I get why you guys like to do this for a living. I get it to an extent.
Well, let's get warm and go on.
Yeah.
It's time.
All right, that was it. Well put together video. I actually really enjoyed that compared to the last Sam and Colby video, believe it or not. It actually felt more right up their alley, surprisingly. Yeah, I don't really buy the psychic mediums in this video. I still don't. I still think there were just too many moments where I'm like, I personally watch paranormal investigations to try to figure out if the paranormal is even there or not. And we're not just being scammed by a bunch of people who just want to take advantage. That's what I want to know. I want to know more about that. Out of curiosity, let me know what you think. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. If you want to see more content like this, hit the like button, because if you want to see more content like this, hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Genuinely, I do enjoy watching this stuff, but if you want to really see this kind of content, make sure you get those likes up. Get this over at least 500 likes, and I'll react to the next Sam and Colby video, because these videos are actually, they're really fun. I do get copyrighted for every single one of them. All of them get copyrighted because I do react to the full video. So if you're a fan of that, then make sure you subscribe, stick around, and I'll continue doing this. Yes, I do critique. Yes, I do watch for try to figure out real stuff, real paranormal evidence, but there is a part of me that does obviously watch for the entertainment too. So let me know what you think in the comment section. I'll see you on the next one. Do take care.
Actions are nothing new. However, there is one man on a mission who wants to prove the world a fakery. He used to follow all these paranormal shows. Now he's had enough. He is done. Dark is throwing down, coming after all these paranormal clowns. He is watching, not letting them get away. All these fakers, they're gonna have to pay. Chicago's is throwing down, coming after all these paranormal clowns. He's watching, not letting get away. All these fake stars, tearing the fakers apart. He with his heart, no one dare tell him catch me yet, because Jacobs has your back. Yeah, John Starks has your mark. Cotton is throwing down, coming